got to take the good, the bad, and the ugly in order to see the manifestation that God has for us. And I pray that even this word, as we are hearing it, that it is bringing forth a healing in us. Because God said, I can't afford my people to be lack anymore. I can't afford to be held up anymore, because the last scripture we read on this day, there is a thing set up for us. There is a glory set up for us, but we can't get it when we're locked in with everything else. Ain't a problem with God's spirit. He said his spirit is good. I could bank on him. I know that he's going to keep me. I know that he's going to preserve me. But when I begin to understand that it's not anything of me, but it is God. Bring me out of what's causing me to not be where I'm supposed to be. Bring me out of a state of trouble. Everybody, some people like drama, Minister Donald. Some people love trouble. But when there you find that there's somebody that is praying, God, hear me, answer me quickly, move swiftly for the righteousness and the glory that you have for me. Do this thing quick because I'm in trouble. Nobody will admit they in trouble. No. Then I'm less anointed. No, then they're going to look at me crazy. But I'd rather you look at me crazy than for me to die and go to hell from trying to please and have a smiling face on my countenance when I know that my inner man is hell bound. I'd rather look crazy than to smile up in your face and make it look like it's all good when God said, I have need of thee. God don't care nothing about your smiling face. He don't need your good suit. He don't need your best Mary Kay makeup, Saks Fifth Avenue suit, your shoes, whatever else. He said, because that stuff is going to fade away. That is temporal. I don't need that stuff, because the more that it comes in, it smells up in my nostrils. Because when it burns up with your flesh, it does not glorify me. God said, all I see is a silhouette of you. I don't even know what you're working with. But I see what I want to see. I need to see me. And if I can't see me, I don't see you. So I will turn you over to a spirit of delusion. You think you got it going on. You think you walking right. You think you praising and your best praise. You think you exalted with your best exaltation. And God said, I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't see you. So we coming in trying to gratify one another, praising God and clapping our hands and doing turns and spins and splits and everything else. And God said, all you're doing is doing bodily exercise, but it doesn't profit you nothing. He said, I'm looking for the day. I'm looking for the hour when the power that is supposed to be in you, it comes from out of you. And it doesn't matter what you got on. It doesn't matter what you look like, but my power is able to be recognized. How? Because it burns up everything that's not like God. It restores, it delivers, it heals, it sets free. Oh. Oh. Glory. Glory. Jesus, he said, quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake, for thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble, and of thy mercy cut off my enemies and destroy all them that afflict my soul, my inner self, for I am what? Thy servant. I ain't Joe Blow, the sinner on the corner. I'm not the one that just came in as a first-time visitor. But God, I got some history with you. I'm your servant. Help me move speedily. Be quickened on my behalf. Do a great and mighty Turn to Psalms 85. Now get yourself together. If you begin to get yourself in a place, I will revive you. Why? Because I have need of you for the sake of the kingdom. It's not my role to just wipe you out. We are under grace and his mercy, but yet we are the only creatures that take full advantage and stretch that all the way as far as it can go. Well, this is grace and mercy. We'll sing the song, your grace and mercy brought me through. How long is it going to bring us through? He said, I've extended myself to you. It is not my desire that you be not revived. I want you to be revived. I want you to be rebuilt again. I want you to go into the place that I've set up for you. But look at what verse number 8 says. He says, I will listen with expectancy to what God the Lord will say. For he will speak peace to his people. Hear me. To his saints. Those who are in right standing with him. But let them not turn again to self-confident folly. He said, I'm getting ready to give you another chance. But please don't turn yourself again to the folly of what has got your inner man jacked up before. Because this time when I bring you out, this time when I save you for real, this time when I deliver you, this time my truth is going to settle in you. And when truth steps on the scene, everything that's not like God has got to burn up and die. God said, you ain't even got, this thing ain't difficult. This ain't for a rocket scientist to try to come and figure out. God said, get it out, I'll get in. I get in, I'll make things happen. The nonsense. He said, then you'll begin to understand and know that you can walk in the manifest presence of God. And that's when something happens. That's when the praise team don't have to come in and find out where you are and sing you happy, but you'll come in already with your tabernacle filled and your manifested glory in full operation. And they got to sit there and twiddle their thumbs and say, where are they that I can match up to where they are? I got to sing all these songs to try to think where you are, to sing the right song to make you feel good so that you can jump up and start praising. But when the tabernacle manifested glory is on the inside of you, I don't care if they're singing Boo Dog Cat. There's something on the inside of you that will find Jesus in the midst of that word, and you will begin to excite yourself, delight yourself, because it's not the people that are standing up here, but it is the glory of God that has done a great work in you from the time you woke up in the morning, from the time you stretch forth your arms, from the time you step out of your bed. God has moved and done a work in you. Let me finish this. Verse 10. Have kissed each other. God said, it's not just my desire that you have peace, but that you be in right standing with me. Because when you're in right standing with me, peace comes with the package. He said, and your righteousness and my peace. That sounds like intimacy to me. That sounds like a state of intimacy to me, because that means that I know that God is not going to leave me alone, that God is not going to leave me unattended. If I stand in need of peace and I'm in a state of righteousness, they're going to kiss each other and bring me into a place where I need to be, because I know that God is there with me. I don't have to wonder and question, is there peace in my life when I'm standing in right standing, because the word says that they kissed each other. Truth shall spring up from the earth when we get it together. And righteousness shall look down from heaven. It's time for truth to come up in the earth.